Hello, friends of the YouTube. I'm Duhad, and the fact that you're seeing this video at this little thing here at the beginning of the latest episode of Let's Read Haze and Equestria 2 should tell you something, and that is that there's a bit of a serious issue that we have to discuss before we get into the recording proper. Let me just move this camera around a teeny bit so you can see me a little more clearly. Right, so there is a trigger warning for this video specifically. And you know me, I don't usually put trigger warnings at the beginning of videos unless things are really needing of them. And in this case, they are. Not for rape, for once. This time it's actually for domestic abuse and for abusive relationships. Without spoiling too much for those of you looking forward to watching and being amused at the shockingly dark depths of this chapter of Haze and Equestria 2, the kind of abusive relationship elements of the Haze Twilight relationship get kicked up by about 11 points, and it gets dark. It gets really genuinely uncomfortably dark. And I just want to say before you start watching this that if you or anyone you've known has been involved in a domestically abusive domestic relationship or an emotionally abusive relationship or anything of the sort, there's nothing wrong with skipping this video. There's nothing wrong with stopping watching Haze and Equestria as a series. And if you need help, not only are we always, here around to give you advice on the YouTube comments if for whatever reason you think that we can help you, but more importantly, I'm going to give you a number to call. Seriously, if you have any experience with this sort of thing, if you even think that this might be a thing that either you're doing to someone or that someone is doing to you, call this number. Get help. This isn't fucking funny. This is genuinely fucking dark. The National Domestic Abuse and Domestic Violence Hotline in the United States is 1-800-656-46... sorry, fuck, I mixed that up. 1-800-656-463. It's a free 24-hour hotline that's open 7 days a week. I know that I'm kind of fucking up this whole pre-video thing, but yeah, I don't like doing these. I don't like having to do these. These are genuinely uncomfortable when these happen, and I anything that gets to me and gets to the rest of the readers while we're reading it, it's something I feel like should probably be brought up to you, the viewers, since there's no reason for you to watch something that's going to make you have a good time. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you don't, literally, no problems. Totally respect that. Peace out.
Joke's on you, none of us are.
Oh boy, what a wacky series of events that have brought us to this point in our lives. Hi everybody, I'm Duhad, and we're going to read a Haze and Equestria 2, The Trials of Love.
Exclamation point, 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 exclamation point.
That's our dear friend, Belil.
Hi.
And joining us, the narrator, is Meyer.
Take me away from this place.
And Winter is here to play the alicorns.
Yay! Well, not really
alicorns. And the anti-alicorns. Except for Applejack.
Except for Applehorse, because his Texas accent is fucking terrible.
Yes.
That's so odd.
And I'm just kind of here.
And Nero is here as Twilight Sparkle.
And he's playing the horned horses.
The horned ones.
Or unless Nero doesn't want to read Twilight Sparkle. Belil is here as Twilight Sparkle.
No, Nero, you get to be the love interest.
What the?
One of the love interests.
One of the apparently three.
fat
Yeah.
nipples.
Right.
Would you
Okay.
rather us would you rather us read hands?
Honestly, yes, but I'm fine doing this.
Okay, well, let's start with the reading. Um,
I just heard them.
I just
Yeah.
heard
I
that
just
too.
Metal Gear. What the fuck?
Alright.
I don't
No,
want
you
to take
don't.
a picture of my own.
This
ugly
is how
face.
you don't read fanfiction.
Alright, it starts with dialogue. Go.
Okay. No, we're left to run.
Silver called.
Who are you, and why do you have the chest from the crystal tree? Question.
Why
mark,
did you
point.
steal the ducks from Crystal Pond?
Silver became annoyed when
Yes, cousin.
Silver became annoyed when all the mayor did was snort at him and, to Silver's astoundment, leap into the mirror.
Astoundment
Stop
spelled horribly.
I mean, stop this instant.
Silver shouted and jumped in head first, followed by Twilight. I think that was Twilight? Who knows?
And,
Sudden brightness overtook me.
That
Oh,
was
it's
him.
me now.
Yeah.
And was forced to shut my eyes. But I wish I could open them as I, lowercase, feel my body begin
Okay,
to feel
go.
strange
Fuck is doing that?
Yeah, that
and
is
start morphing. I could hear Twilight behind me, presumably going through the same thing, as I, lowercase, floated at what felt like 1,000,000 miles per hour. The brightness around me began to fade away, as the wide flashes of color and sound, with the bone mending, cracking, and reforming. I felt myself spread out on some grass on the floor. Not on, like soil or sod or anything, no. Just on
You
the floor.
landed on the floor.
There's grass on the floor. Silver Haze. Oh, now it's not first person anymore. Silver Haze moaning behind him, and not. Oh, heard moaning behind him, and not the good kind. Coming from Twilight.
Twilight, are you okay? Exclamation point!
So-
Question mark! Exclamation point!
Silver worriedly spoke with intense emption of sadness. Twilight moaned.
It's sad.
Okay.
Yeah. Twilight moaned as she stood up.
Okay.
On two legs!
What? Okay, hold on. I think this next bit can only be properly brought to us by a robot. So everyone
Yes.
quiet as we let the robot do its beautiful work. This is the next line of dialogue. Oh, god damn it, the robot does it like instantly. Okay, it's A H H H H H H H H
The lid.
H.
Two and a third lines of just solid H's.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Twilight's.
apparently some dildo just like burnt something and then intentionally poured it into my room because it's actually getting really hard to breathe right now and it smells like fucking burnt bread. So I'm sorry if I start coughing violently, but I might be dying.
Don't die.
Twilight screamed in terror as she fell to her knees. As she fell to her knees, she could. Ponies have knees. As she fell to her knees, she could only curl up in a ball and cry as she realized her body had been changed into a human form.
Oh my god, I am human.
Hey, wait,
She
didn't
had
everybody go
never-
through this.
She had never seen this
No.
place before. There were strange metal beasts on the street. Silver looked around. He appeared to begin some kind of park.
Wait, do they not know what statues are?
Well, apparently they know what
No,
humans
it's
are, but
cars.
they don't know what.
Yeah, they're cars.
Yeah, they don't know what cars are.
The problem, well, that makes sense that they know because this takes place after the event.
Oh yes.
What,
Yes.
I thought but this takes place before Twilight's library gets blown up, so that's before Equestria Girls,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So yeah, no, this is
What?
This is canonically
No,
when
no.
Equestria Girls
yeah.
happened.
This like because they
Oh.
established like they redid the whole crystal tree thing Wait, hold on. Shit, you're right.
Oh, Equestrian Girls is before that, fam.
Wait, yeah, no,
Okay,
exactly. That's what I was
no.
saying. Like, you're right. I was thinking, like, oh wait, no, like this would actually be canonically afterwards. No, Equestrian Girls happened.
Know your My Little Pony lore.
I don't remember when Equestria Girls happened.
It
was all
happened.
fever dream.
I think the author just straight up fucked up the chronology of it.
Yeah,
cares?
because Equestrian Girls was the first time we saw Princess Twilight. In a
Silver
thing.
looked around. He appeared to be in some kind of park. Close by there was a large sewer. He turned his attention back to Twilight, and he went on his knees to Twilight's height.
Oh my god. What?
Read.
Sorry, it's all right, Twilight. We won't be here long. Don't panic.
Silver said, trying to keep the mood calm.
Holy shit! Wait, so Twilight. So he had to get down on his knees to get down to Twilight's height. So in this world, I mean, like, just assuming that like he's talking about her actual height, that means that like Silver is like a grown ass adult who has to kneel down, like get on his hands and knees
No,
to
he's
be like
LeBron
okay.
James.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. It's Shaq. I think
Shaq.
I saw the intruder thief run into that building.
Silver pointed to the school. It's time for us to go and catch them before stuff happens and we get trapped in this world. So come on, let's
Great.
go, audience.
Great.
Okay,
Happens.
2 line spaces. All of these paragraphs are broken by 2 lines.
Yeah, two
Yep.
lines,
Uh,
lowercase a and at the start of the sentence, and
Actually,
paragraph.
Yes.
You want to screen? I like how they know that there's a limited amount of time before the portal closes. They
Yeah.
don't know whether or not it's actually closed.
And I stood up on my 2 legs. It was hard for the first few steps, but I quickly got used to it. Twilight was
Dear
struggling
woman.
a bit more, so I helped her do it. But anyway, soon we found herself at the building that the cultrate had ran into so then they...
This is so broken.
You know, I get a little embarrassed when Silver Haze is supposed to be like this fucking 6'7", like abominable snowman motherfucker with like a 15-inch dick, but then I read a sentence like this and I just can't help but laugh at the incompetence of it all. He ran to, so then they entered the building after Twilight walked into it, which was funny.
Take
So
my
then-
for it.
so when they entered the room, it was really big, like Silver's dick.
I love the fact that they put in parentheses, which was funny, about them walking into a building.
I mean, to be fair, that's like half of DSP's
It's like-
commentary on
it's-
the jokes in games.
No, you know what it is? It's like Big Bang Theory. There's just a laugh track where it's supposed to be funny, but it's not actually.
Yes. Whoa, Twilight! What is this place? What a school!
Silver exclaimed excitedly with happyable in his
Happy
voice.
about it. Oh, I love it.
I don't know, Sylvie. This room looks like a palace, but less fancy.
Twilight cleverly observed. I gasped.
Holy fuck! Twilight! These trophies are for sports! And
Sports.
Sports!
These trophies are for sports.
Sporsticus.
These trophies are for sports! And class schedules! Twilight!
Skeedles.
Schedule.
Skeedles.
Skeneedles! Twilight! I think... ... This is a high school!
I hope they find
Now look at this
Gyroton.
trophy.
Twilight gasped.
Fucking Razor is like Razor Grimes just walks by.
Hey guys,
Yes.
Hey guys, it's good to see you.
do you
Hey
fuck
everybody,
Twilight too?
Look out for Pinkie Pie.
she's a rapist.
Silver Haze.
It's I love the idea that it's just South Park but with the fucking terrible OCs.
God. All right, Silver Haze though.
Yeah, Silver Haze had fond memories of his days at Alicornia High.
God.
Being the son of the king meant he had perks very few ponies had, and he had Luna as his smoking hot GF.
I thought they never.
Yeah, like
don't
didn't they
I don't know.
ever hook up after
No.
childhood?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
I don't know. Well,
High school was great, but it wasn't something Silver needed to go through again. Also,
Isn't
If-
that like every Mary Sue's experience in high
well,
school? It's
well,
like,
no,
oh,
they-
I had a girlfriend, I was popular and everything. It sucked.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that you would have been turned into a full-grown adult if you already went through high school?
yeah.
You'd just be too old.
yeah.
I think he thinks that going back into a building means you're enrolling in high school again.
Yeah,
Also,
if
if
HTE
Hutta Thief was here at a high school, period, why would they steal a magic artifact?
Cool. Also, I like the idea of like him just like walking into this high school and just being like, yeah, I have fond memories of my days in high school. You get like this generic '80s like rock like background music. He's like, yeah, I was the king of my high school. I was the son of the king. Had perks that no one else had, and a smoking hot GF. Yeah, it was a pretty great time.
That's where you cut away to him immediately being shoved into a locker.
No, like it cuts back to like him wearing like black, like dark sunglasses with his like plaid shirt unbuttoned and his like white band tee. He's got like Luna with like one arm and he's walking through the high school high fiving everyone as he goes by.
Silver.
No, but I meant like in current time.
Silver.
He just gets fucking
Silverhead.
pushed into a...
Silver. Silver. Silver had no idea what was happening. But what could he do without his magic? Both him and Twilight were
Wait, they
useless.
never even tried. They never
No,
even
we're
tried
useless.
But his future is coming on. How in the world were they going to survive without wings or horns? He was basically an anti-Alicorn.
I'm basically a
Yeah.
door back, like a car backfires in the background.
Suddenly, there was a bell ringing. Yeah, who needs capitals? Suddenly
actually,
there was a bell ringing. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I've been re-listening to the series actually recently. I just wanted to quickly point this out because, like, this is fucking like absurd. Like, the way he like shits on Earth ponies. Like, I shit on Earth ponies as a joke, but like in universe, the way this guy shits on Earth ponies, like. He, at one point he gets lectured about it, and the way it's written is like him going like, "Oh yeah, no, Earth ponies are stupid and idiots and stuff." Then Celestia told me that like it was wrong and that was being racist, and she's such a bitch.
I remember that. No.
Kids, racism is cool as long as it's against the right people.
This guy is literally racist. That's what I'm making clear.
Suddenly there was
As
a bell
opposed to
ringing
figuratively racist.
as
It's
the
not
last
racist,
class
it's the
ended,
Earth pony.
and a flood of student caused Twilight and Silver Haze to become separated. Silver tried to make his way back to Twilight, but was surprised to see an orange and blue human help Twilight up and then walk away. Seeing this filled Silver with jealousy, and Silver simply shoved the students out of his way to get to Twilight.
Hey, that's my girl.
Jesus.
Pow! Punch
That
the
was
motherfucker
one sentence.
to a
Yeah.
locker.
Who wants to be Brad?
Oh god.
You be Brad.
Balil, you be Brad. You have another character in the scene right now.
Sweet.
Brad is technically a Pegasus in the pony world, so
Yeah,
yeah.
so Silver, the emotionally and physically abusive boyfriend, like pushes a bunch of people out of the way, grabs Twilight. Who was that, Twilight?
Silver said angrily.
Just some student who helped me up.
Twilight said, "Now look at this net," a bit annoyed at Silver's unwarranted jealousy.
Sorry,
Jellies.
I didn't expect that. Right
Go
there.
where I don't want you talking to other people. Where let's just go to work, babe.
Silver replied with angst in his voice as he walked down the hall. Tune in green text echoes through the hall.
Oh
Wait,
god, no.
Of course, echoes is spelled wrong too.
Does
Wait.
that mean he had an angst?
Oh,
It's a
no!
link to My Little Pony Equestria Girls This Strange World.
No.
Oh,
Yes!
the literal musical
Music
number.
are written in these in italics. I've never seen a place that's quite like this. Oh no, this is lyrics.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a place that's quite like this. Everything is turned around. This crazy world is upside down. Getting on my feet in the hand that fate dealt me. But I don't have much time with them. Got to learn all that I can. They don't use any magic or fly with any wings. I don't get these funny clothes, skinny legs or tiny nose. Everything's confusing when it seems so new. But I look a little closer and it starts to seem familiar too. What a strange new world.
yourself.
Why are there
It'll
still
lose
no
your head.
alicorns?
You'll be happy that you said it.
I'm trying to understand these anti-alley earth ponies. Twilight. What a strange new world, Twilight says.
Fucking dude.
What a strange new nest.
Those aren't in quotes. Those are in
Yeah.
parentheses.
You're
It's really confused.
delivering, so it's fine.
Snorting. Oh, sorting all details. Strange
Snorting.
world. What a new world.
What a beautiful Dwayne.
Was that an original piece by the author of this story? It was beautiful.
Kill yourself. It'll only take a minute.
Take a minute.
You'll be happy that you did it. Just go over to your
Actually,
island,
it's not
get your head in
original. Actually,
No
it.
shit.
Original composition.
Sure.
Don't steal.
I'm sure it's ripped from like.
it's just copying the. It's ripped from the movie.
Yeah.
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 Well, no, like,
Original composition. Donut steal.
like literally the only additions are like her additions about how Silver talks about how there's no alicorns and then calls the Earth Ponies a bunch of filthy mud horses.
Alright, Tears for Fear album is the Tears for Fear's newest album will be called Donut Steel, and
beer.
yeah, the opening track is called Mary Sue, and on the track there's the song Red and Black, and then there's also Neon Vomit.
God. All right. Twilight ended the
I'll
song.
do a
And,
rap song on it. Yeah, Twilight ended the song looking at her partner, even though he had a nice singing voice. Thank you, Twilight. She had to tell him something.
Silver, can I talk to you?
Twilight timidly asked. Silver was still humming the song.
what a strange new.
Are-
Oh wait, what's that?
What's that, Twilight?
Suddenly, a pony who looked Luke through thief ran past.
Wait, Twilight, that's our thief.
Silver yelled as
I'll follow his moves and sneak around.
Silver yelled as he bolted down the hall. Twilight stood there, blinking at the spot where Twilight once. Wait, what? Twilight stood there, blinking at the spot where Twilight once stood,
Oh my god!
shaking
She's
her
entered
head
a new dimension.
before running after
She
Silver
stood there
Haze.
before when she actually had to go through all of this to film the movie.
She figured out the code to the Matrix.
She's
However,
discovered
before
French
long-
fried.
However, before long, she came to where Silver Haze had run into a door and had knocked himself out. Twilight sighed
ladies and gentlemen.
and ran off to chase the thief on her own. She'd deal with Silver later. See, Twilight, honey, when I say to tell people you ran into a door, I mean it. It actually happens. They'll believe you, okay? They'll
Okay.
fucking believe you.
Okay, narrator, you have to announce this.
Time passing. Wow. You mean like literally every instant in the entire universe that is happening? Silver
Literally
Haze
what's going on right now.
Silver Haze
much
woke with a
time.
groan, looking up He realized it was night, and he was in a library. Suddenly, he bolted upwards and gasped as a magic rainbow beam shot out above him, and a scream was heard. But by the time he got down, he looked to see Twilight hugging some other guy, a giant cractor.
What?
Wow. Racist.
Giant crater.
Giant crater.
Oh my god.
Looked like the main six standing there, a horde of...
Not a horde, as in like a horde of people. A horde, like a horde of whores.
of teenagers. The thief who was rebuilding a school entrance, Silver Haze placed a hand on
He
his chin.
get knocked out through the entire
Yeah,
fucking movie.
Oh god, I
wait.
slept through the whole movie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come on!
I think I
It's like-
missed something important.
Wait, didn't the movie take place over a couple of days at least?
Yes, yes, it
Yeah,
did.
Like,
Ass-
He's probably emaciated.
yeah, he's probably like, what the hell happened? Reaches up, touches his forehead, feels brain. Oh, that ain't good.
This story has so many fucking syntax and grammatical errors that it's making me read words that are spelled correctly wrong. Because I think they're misspelled.
Also, you're spelling incorrect words incorrectly.
Yeah.
Like, incorrect to how they're spelled.
Who cares? They're not even real words.
I know.
Suddenly, everyone ran back inside, and Silver followed them to find Twilight dancing with this other guy. Oh, the jealousy is strong. Without even thinking, Silver Haze pulled out a fucking gun and shot everyone. He walked in and danced his way over to where Twilight was.
He
Pushed
set
him
up.
over.
He planted 2 bombs in the cafeteria, but they didn't go off.
What was that for? His, spat?
Saw it.
Silver, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, don't touch that! Twilight said, flabbergasted. 2 S's.
I'm stopping this right now. How dare you dance? All right, let me first read this and then let me rephrase this. How dare you dance with my girl, with my GF? Question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Now that's incorrect. What he should be saying is, how dare you dance with one of my girlfriends? You cheating motherfucker.
People who say abbreviations in casual conversation.
Your GF, bruh?
He said,
Yeah, my girlfriend. Wait. No, that's Silver.
Silver then says, yeah, my girlfriend. Again, one of them.
actually, Silver didn't say that because it's on the wrong line. So, you know what? That's how it's fucking written.
All right.
So he's talking to himself.
Silver, stop this.
No, Twilight, we have to go right away, says the narrator for some reason.
He just woke up. How does he know the fifth was captured?
I plead the fifth was captured. Let's go, we're done here. End quote.
So
Oh
go
my
ahead
God.
and plead the first because you can't plead the fifth.
Silver angrily grabbed
Twilkite.
The Twilkite, the Twilight Drake.
I think you took the wrong person.
Okay, I mean K is right below
Oh my
I.
God.
That's kind of
It's
something
worse.
that-
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Twilkite roughly and took her into the portal.
That's not even the funniest one. Keep going.
I know. They were now in a Quatia.
Okay, no one said anything. Let him get to the end of this.
Equiteria. Silver, what's wrong with you? He was nothing.
Was hugging him nothing?
All right, good Silver. I have something to tell you. End quote.
Said the narrator.
No, Twilight. I want to break up with you.
Oh god.
Twilight was utterly shocked.
Why?
But I was going to give you this net.
And then this is Silver.
Yeah. Go out with that sleazeball you were hugging, and I'm going to fuck my other girlfriend until I forget about what a cheating bitch you are, you hugging whore!
This is not
Oh.
like a joke anime thread. You don't like look at
This
someone
skinny
holding
girl.
hands and just go, "Oh my god, why are you doing that in public?"
Is
No,
this
No.
again, I want to be very clear about this. I've been re-listening to our old recordings, and like just a few hours ago, I was listening to how Silver Haze came all over Luna's face, and now he's going like, "And you hugged another man."
Just Twilight.
You
We're done.
disgust me.
Again, the narrator says this. No, Twilight. We're done. It's over. Kaput. Nothing. Silver turned sideways to see the rest of the main six's jaws winced open,
Whiz day open.
and Celestia was int he corner doing a little dance, bitch.
Yay!
Oh god.
Hey!
Okay.
Here's
So,
Texas horse.
all right,
Oh
Texas.
my god, isn't?
Yes.
All right, I've got my robot prepared. But go ahead, read it first.
Okay, what is it? Okay, where is it?
Sugar cube.
Okay.
Sugar cube. What's wrong? Maybe movie you're not thinking state.
Okay, that's
jazz?
all right. So that's how Belil has read this. Let's see what the robot does.
Super side, what's wrong? Maybe you're not fine state.
Oh my god! Hold on, I have to listen to that one more time for posterity. We need to hear this one more time. Well, I'm gonna super slow-mo this down real quick.
Super side, what's wrong? Maybe
Oh,
you're
I can
not
only imagine what it
fine
sounds like.
state.
I just,
Oh god, that was incredible. That was incredible. Okay, and so to prove how not irrational he's being, Silver then declares, "No, yes, I am!"
Silver stormed out of the room in a haze of anger. Roll the credits. Later, Silver Haze
Music.
looked at his clock as he felt a knock on his door.
If you know what I mean.
Opening
Knuckles.
it, he saw Luna come in,
Here comes my ding
and
dong.
he came in. He quickly explained the plan to her. She agreed, loving Twilight
Wait,
as much
doesn't
as
he-
Silver did.
Doesn't he already have like casual sex with her all the time? Why does
yes.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Okay, hold on.
There's so much wrong
I-
within this one
okay.
sentence.
So I just want to, like, we're going to go through this next bit, and then I want to just take another chance at this, but I just want to take a deep breath and just say, right now, Silver's in the wrong here. Silver is a
Very
fucking
easily.
asshole who is being, like, incredibly dickish and jealous of Twilight having another relationship while he is gleefully enjoying polyamorous relationship with multiple women. Like, that is not how a healthy polyamorous relationship works. And Twilight, not Silver, should have been the one to dump his ass. And Twilight, not Silver, should be fucking pissed right now. I read the next sentence.
Yeah, I
I
did
read
too.
any further than that, but the next sentence is making me very, very mad.
Yes.
A bit after that, Twilight walked in, tears in her eyes.
Oh no.
Bite the bullet.
I'm so sorry, Silver. I wasn't thinking clearly. I forgot how much I loved you.
Twilight fell into Silver's arms and started to cry. Silver patted her head and caffooned her mane.
What the fuck's a cafooning?
Sorry, look, I'm actually like seething with rage right now. I just need a second to.
Yeah, to be
And then
fair,
Twilight
like,
was a
Yeah.
changeling who was actually strapped with a
know.
bomb.
then
I-
Twilight took out.
Allow me to read through this part. I know, Twilight. I accept your apology, emotional abusive asshole. On one condition.
It's 2 Ds.
Edition.
Condition.
Oh my god.
No.
Read the next line.
No.
You all right? So
No.
yeah, this textbook emotionally abusive fuck Like this one bit right here is making him more loathsome to me than Razor Graze or Gyrocon.
Oh my
Combined.
god, he is the Hitler
Yeah.
of Hitlers.
You
He
may
is truly a villain number one.
just this. Okay, hold on. I just need to read this. Okay, you may love me, yet you have yet to experience the full relationship that begins with a traditional Alicornian leader would entail.
This isn't even my final thought.
If you want things between us to work in the long run, you have to be willing to conform to my customs of how I was taught to act and be like.
Conform.
Conformed. I can't change who I am to be with you. Because Luna has shown me that who I am is all I can be. Yet you, Twilight, have a choice. If you want to love, you want love to conquer all, you have to be willing to love me, Luna, and anyone else who enters our special family that has been created out of need for me and want for what I aspire to love. If you can do this, then our love can be. If Namut, then we cannot be together. It's the way it must be.
Ah, conditional love. Silver inquired with force, causing Twilight to muse over his words, knowing that he made sense as to how he was brought up to be.
A massive
Let
cunt.
me just. Okay, I shouldn't have to explain how fucking evil this mindset is, but just to give you like an idea of like the only way this could possibly be worse, and still using basically the same mentality. This is the mentality of, like, this is literally the exact same mentality of, baby, I hit you, but it's only because you made me so mad. I love you, but you can't make me that angry, or else I'm not gonna be able to control myself, and I'm gonna keep hitting you. You know, you have to learn to work with me for my best interest. Like, that is exactly, like, this is the emotional equivalent of a genuinely viciously abusive relationship.
I think.
Hey, Silver, where are you going with that gun in your hand?
I think this scene is very perfectly done.
Hey, Twilight, are you going with
I
that gun in
scrolled
your
down
hand?
and looked at the bottom, and I'm so fucking pissed.
All right, let's get to it. Twilight debated whether or not she wanted to do this. Was she really comfortable with it? She loves Silver very much and would anything for him, but no. But she loved him. End of story. He was once ready to die for her, so she must be ready to change for him, no matter how wrong it made her feel inside.
I looked down too.
Made her as a tow truck. She agreed.
Cars is Satan.
Silver smiled, an almost predator-like smile. Ooh, self-awareness? Author self-awareness, perhaps?
Possibly.
And got down on one knee. Twilight was surprised. Suddenly, she felt Luna's hooves wrap around her from behind. Parentheses, she knew it was Luna because of the magic that voided her own and the color of the hooves that lifted her up. And lift her up, exposing her own down there parts for all of those in the room. And she hated to admit it, but she was sopping wet. And then Silver smiled again, making direct eye contact.
Okay, hold on, real quick.
Oh my
I just have to
God, this
reread
is
something.
sexual assault.
It is, and let me just go back and read something real quick here because
Twilight's a weird, self-loathing masochist in this story.
This is from the author's note of the last chapter, and this was something I was actually kind of looking forward to seeing, and part of the reason why I'm so utterly gobstruck and horrified by all this. From the author's own words. Also, to talk about Silver, yes, I understand he has some bad qualities, and that makes him sometimes unlikable. But it isn't that what makes a good character. I tried to add flaws that didn't just come up with convenient, but direct the way he acted. And yes, I know that makes him unlikable at times, but he is also a very likable character, I feel. And I can tell you, the next few chapters are going to be very painful to write for me, as let's just say that things aren't going to go Silver Haze's way over the next little bit. Just stick with me, guys. I can do good, and I've seen it. My BF has told me he sees it. My friends see it, and I ask you to just step back and give Haze more of a chance.
You're full of shit!
This is the Haze in Equestria. Like this is Silver Haze's punishment for being a bad guy.
Like even beyond that, like the way that she describes Silver Haze's character is again textbook abused spouse syndrome. Like it's like, look, I know he might seem like a bad person, but step back and you'll see he's really a nice guy. You'll see him just the way I see him.
Okay, somehow we went from this is your ultimatum to literally three fucking paragraphs down. I'm coming in all caps.
Yeah,
that is exactly what I saw when I looked down and I just went, oh.
This
that's what I'm talking about.
This is genuinely uncomfortable for me.
All right,
Let's
let's
just
get
keep
through the
going.
NSFW bit now.
I'm not going to marry you yet, Twilight. You haven't earned that yet. But I'm going to make you feel like you're on our honeymoon, right? My sweet honeymoon.
Silver said, his eyes drifting above Twilight towards Luna as he spoke, giving her one swift nod before turning back to Twilight. Then Silver began. All right, this paragraph is going to be a fucking...
have fun.
This is going to be delectable.
No one interrupt. Just let Myers go through it all.
Oh,
Okay.
Go do ASMR Leafy for it too.
No. Twilight moaned in ecstasy as Silver leaned down and chewed on her sensitive clitoris. He moans were quickly silenced by Luna's soft lips, not the talking kind, were thrusted against her face as she tasted the Night Princess's juices running down her chin. She lapped them up eagerly as Luna's moans groaned to replace her own. Silver was rock fucking hard, the action happening just above him, and the juices from Twilight mixing with those that came down from Luna, sending him into a craze that he had not felt since those years ago when he had first discovered his love for Luna as Cold, and the first wild times they had together. And then he felt a need to deal with it, and decided that these were his mares, and he would please them and himself. Turning around while still tongue-fucking Twilight, Silver stuck his 15... Oh, you know what? I didn't actually think he had a 15-incher, but I was like...
Before.
I was exaggerating, but no, he actually does. Okay, 15-inch cock inside Luna's eager face, and it impaled her through the back of her skull, and she died and began thrusting in a weird position that, despite being uncomfortable, was pleasurable to both of his lovers at once. Okay, yeah, gotta make sure that it's consensual and mutually pleasurable. Silver felt Twilight gasp above him as Luna took her pussy away from Twilight's face and instead turned to sit on Silver's cock before passionately kissing Twilight, taking her own juices back into her mouth. That felt like one sentence, even though it wasn't. Twilight grinded her pussy against Silver's face as she felt a growing heat inside of her as she needed Silver's cock. Ripping it out of Luna's mouth, she shoved the giant dick inside her own gaping flank lips. All three of them were moaning as Silver penetrated both of them at once. How?
That's
with his hoof?
I don't know. Also, I just realized.
It's long enough. He
I just
stuffed
realized
his dick through one of their mouths, out of their asshole, and into the other.
Yeah. So with that line about how these are his mares, and that line about like with the whole punching Flash Sentry out of the way, I just realized the character that this dude most the character who is pinpoint exactly this motherfucker. This dude is literally a Morton Joe. This dude is literally plowing through the school, punching people aside, going, "Bring them back! They're my property!"
Okay, but imagine someone who's 6'11", walking up to you in a high school setting and you're a teenager and you're hitting on this other teenager, but not even.
Yeah.
And this guy walks up to you and punches you in the face, and he's like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And it's very clearly looks like an adult.
This story is not mediocre, though. It's a lot worse than mediocre.
I have something
Twilight.
special for the end of this video.
Twilight,
But
Your line. Oh no, I think this is all three of them.
I would like to acknowledge that they made the centipenis.
Oh god. Okay, so
Anyway,
yeah.
Three, 2, 1.
I am coming.
All three of them simultaneously came at the same time. Jesus Christ. Redundancy that's like spelled incorrectly. Then Silver had a second orgasm directly after the first, completely ignoring the refractory period of a rather unknown
piddly ass cum.
Well, here he goes. This is the lampshade hanging.
a rather unknown perk of being an alicornian alicorn.
Actually,
and
that
painted-
is humanly possible.
As for a male to come twice, like immediately after
Yeah,
one
but
another.
it's not like fucking. It's usually piddly nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really common if it's a thing. That's
And painted with his thick alicornian seed.
Everything in the
Fuck,
room.
he's-
Oh my
God,
god!
the horse nose.
This is Dipper goes to Taco Bell level.
Oh, no.
The three all laid down on the bed. There's a bed, gasping, gasapping in extreme ecstasy. And Twilight was completely passed out from such a mind-shattering orgasm. When Silver finally spoke up to Luna, he told her the story of the portal, then finished with a coy smile.
The best part, Luna. That sentry was all an illusion. I created him using a shard of magic. I left over without even realizing it. And he was just a fragment of me the whole time. At first, I was just going to dispel him when I was knocked out and assume control of him. But then I got an idea. I knew Twilight was unsure about our relationship, so I set up a scenario where she could see what life would be like without me if I ever really broke up with her. I knew
What
she
the
would come
fun?
crawling back to me, so I set this all up to show her how good this relationship. No, this family. Plus, we finally got Twilight on the love.
It really is like this
It's a
weird
fucking
incestuous... Yeah, a weird incestuous cult
I
thing.
think I figured out why this chapter's happening, and we need to get to that author's note soon.
It was all a dream. It was the end of Lost.
literally,
no,
it isn't
worse.
even that he's an abusive asshole. It's that he literally manipulated her into feeling like she had fucked up so that he could emotionally blackmail her into agreeing.
Oh, you're
to,
gonna love
Duhad.
what I pulled up for the end of this video.
The
But,
Immortan Joe voice was perfect for that dialogue and what it was saying. Like,
Yeah.
it was exactly what Immortan Joe would be talking about.
Yes. Thank you.
Luna smiled and cuddled closer to her love. Silver's devious alicornian side was showing again. Still, she knew Silver meant well,
Silver.
Luna said finally.
Yes, my love.
Silver replied.
Could you not be such a emotionally destructive bitch? I mean, could you go get my dream catcher from my room? I forgot to get it, and I can't sleep without it.
I smiled and agreed.
And then it's a gun, and he dies.
Alright, hold on. I gotta go get the Dreamcatcher. I'll be right back. No. As I walked outside, I quickly closed the door behind me. I closed my eyes, still imagining the great night we just had, and would have to follow if Twilight woke up. When I bumped into something, opening my eyes, I saw Celestia and she saw me, covered in cum. That was not mine, and only partially her sister's. Instead of berating me like I expected, Celestia just opened her mouth to yell before resigning herself to this crazy situation she was in. Let out a huge sigh, put a sorrowful look on her face, shook her head, and slowly walked away. Still shaking her head, mumbling to herself quietly.
Why did you have to come to Equestria? Why? I apologize for letting my sister become corrupt. Why are you still making me pay?
Honestly,
Quiet
Celestia's
voice.
the best character.
yeah, she really is my favorite character at this point. Like, well, I mean, it doesn't help that she's the only even semi-likable, horribly victimized character in this story. But like, Jesus Christ.
If it were like an actually good character, then she would have put Silver in prison.
Well, here's the thing: if this is an actually good story, this would be from Celestia's perspective, and it would be about her basically coming to realize just how deeply evil this motherfucker is. And
remember how the
first
first story was so much more innocent?
Yeah.
Silver smiled as a little bit of cum dripped down his face. His tongue dratted out and licked it up. I wonder if this author has a cum fetish. Tastes just like a moonshine and sparkling water. Sure. Sure thing, author. Sure thing, it tastes just like moonshine. He liked it, and he expected to get his fill in the near future.
Okay, so author's note. Author's note. Author's note. Sorry for the long delay for this short chapter. Without edits even. But IDK, I needed to write something to get out my feelings. Sorry it came out as
his dark side, Phil?
Raw or anything. It's just that things have transpired IRL between me and my former co-author / boyfriend.
Did she get fucking sexually assaulted? Or is she abusive?
I don't know.
Or is he abusive?
This is weird. She's hyper lionizing this abusive motherfucker. But I'm wondering if she and her boyfriend broke up. Okay, I'm not gonna speculate because it's super fucking dark.
Maybe her boyfriend is a total pushover, and she wishes she had this abusive asshole.
Maybe
for her boyfriend.
Oh Jesus! Anyway, he might not be writing any more chapters from now on, or doing any blogs or anything. So I guess it's back to soloing Silver. Wow. On a less solemn note, I'm starting a new story with flop updates for this and Silver Haze and Equestria too. More info to come, but let's just say that the original editing of Haze in Equestria, HIEQ, may not have been totally thrown away. Silver seed is a powerful thing.
We have another story to read.
Strange New World.
Remember?
Yes.
Strange New World belongs to Hasbro Equestria Girls. Thanks for sticking around every pony.
That's not a disclaimer if you spell it wrong.
Remember how he was in the Void? And how his kids were there, and then he went into a different universe.
Hold on. There are only two comments. I'm going to read both of these because this fucking chapter is honestly one of the more disgusting things I've ever read. But
I also have something to read after this.
Hold on. First of all, new chapter up. Sorry for the long, unforeseen stoppage of new content, but IRL problems kept me away. So the author's note, but Silver Haze is coming back. And you can expect a new chapter every now and then from here on out. Once every 2 weeks. Why 2 weeks? Well, I might have something special planned for every 1 week for you. And then the second one is in response to a comment which I guess was deleted. Thank fuck this isn't relevant anymore. Well, if that's the case, I'm making it relevant again. Silver Haze is back in action! Ready to write!
Each of those with 1 and 3 downvotes. So while about in the middle of reading that, I decided to make a really interesting Google search. And I went to www.avoicefortheinnocent.org.
Oh dear.
Here's a 10 10 signs of abusive relationship. 1. They want to isolate you from your friends or even family.
Yep.
They tend to insult you or belittle you, even when quote-unquote joking.
Yep.
Yeah.
They blame others a lot, and oftentimes it's you.
10 times out of 10.
Alcohol and drug use, which is
Drinking constantly.
Oh yeah, true. Erratic behavior can be a catalyst for this abuse. They instill fear, uneasiness, or are intimidating in their speech or actions.
That was this chapter in a nutshell.
They punish you or retaliate for times you spend away from them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
They expect you to be subservient, but aren't helpful themselves.
Explicitly say this chapter.
They are extremely jealous of your time, relationships, or aspirations.
Both with Celestia and with this guy in this chapter.
They manipulate your emotions and make you feel guilty.
Literally this chapter.
This chapter.
They get physically, obviously hitting someone is abusive, but physical abuse can start as intimidating, posturing, or grabbing, or controlling your movements in space.
I wonder who.
Let me actually just for a second here, because not only is this literally 10 out of 10, let me just quickly go back to the chapter we were just on, and let me just do a quick thing for grab. All right,
I'm fucking infuriated.
Okay, there's at least one use of the word grab. I think she might misspell grab a few other times, but yeah, there's definitely a number of times where the word grabbed and dragged were used.
Oh, wait, there's a new comment on the story. Where did that come from? It just popped up.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
Whoa!
Okay, what does this comment say?
Sorry, I dropped out at the very end there, but
it's all right. We don't blame you.
Winter, you should just post the link to the
under your bed, pull it out, flick the bean, and put it back where it belongs, in the dark and the cold, on the floor in a pile of dust.
We need to archive this story very quickly too.
What's in the Mirelurk killer thing? Silver Haze is evil. Fuck you. Keep your weird, disgusting porn to yourself. Stick it under your bed, pull it out, and flick the bean. And put it back where it belongs, in the dark, in the cold, on the floor in a pile of dust. And should you ever encounter someone as destable as Silver in real life, run very far away from them. This deserves a thumbs up. This Mirelurk killer motherfucker, he knows what's up.
Yeah, who the hell's that guy?
I don't know, but he's a cool motherfucker.
I don't know, it sounds kind of like a massive
He's
cat.
the cool cat saves the kids.
Leaking to that exact thing. I wonder.
Okay, so genuinely, a little like end of story PSA here before we wrap it for the evening. People, this is a joke series. This is all fun and games. This is all dumb comedy and making fun of shitty fan fiction. We're serious though. This shit is fucked up. If you read this story and this reminds you of yourself or your own relationships, that's a bad thing. Get help. Genuinely get help. Because
if it reminds you of yourself, then get a lot of help.
Yeah, if this reminds you of yourself...
reminds you of one of your friends,
get help. Seek help. If this reminds you of a relationship you're in, seriously get help right goddamn now.
I really hope that this story goes very far away from this. I hope that it's never like this again.
I hope it becomes innocent again.
As much as this whole thing is about joking, there has to be a point where, this just got way too.
Yeah, this is beyond mockery. This is drop the kayfabe. This is awful.
Yeah, no, this is very much like the genuine fucking rape stuff in the Three of Me School Society. This ain't funny. This ain't cool. This is genuinely disturbing and off-putting.
Okay, so how many of the stories include rape? Okay, so Razor Grays, so Three of Me,
Inky rapes,
Living the Dream, and this story all have rape scenes.
That is, I think that does count as rape because Twilight was emotionally destroyed and then just
she was physically
grappled into sex.
Yeah.
She did not have
It
a
was just
chance to respond to what was
She was
happening.
emotionally abused, physically threatened, basically like explicitly shown that this dude is a violent, thug. Told that her relationship will end unless she agrees to having a threesome with him and his girlfriend. That's sexual
and
assault.
does it before she can say anything.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the upside to all of this. The next NSFW chapter is 9 chapters away, so we have a while before we have to read any more fucking rape or porn or whatever the fuck.
Jesus.
But
All right. Well,
keep in mind that NSFW does not include.
No, it doesn't include the.
It doesn't include hardcore emotional.
That's why I'm saying I just hope it goes away from that. I hope that the story is about something else now because I'm tired of this.
yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time, and I really, really, genuinely hope that things get better in the future. And
Now look at this net.
we love you.
Bye.
Night.